Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Matter of fact, I'm gonna switch to this other one I had seen this morning. Because that messaging is perfect for understanding. Listen, if you're surprised at how your country is going in the direction that it's going, hey, Kevin, good afternoon. Good morning. Look at me. Look, welcome to the press conference. Hey, Kevin. Yeah, if you're surprised about the state of America, never forget about what Trump did to his personal businesses. So you can't expect anything better for America when the businesses that he started with his own money, his own time, he ran into the ground every time. You can't file bankruptcy for a country, everybody. Just so that you know. Yeah, Kevin, I didn't forget. A lot of people act like Donald Trump is like 30-something years old. Donald Trump is 79. He's almost 80. This man has been around long enough to have a history, to have a track record. And folks act like nobody said bankruptcy was a crime, James. Are you having a problem with comprehension, beloved? So you need to go to another live in which people are willing to take it down to your level. I'm not. Bye, beloved. What they say. Already this morning. We just started. Already got our first block. I told you all, if you come to my live, I am not in the business of teaching conservatives. So if you don't understand, you need to find a place that will teach you. I will not. My job is not to teach folk. Not folks like that. I don't have a desire. Good morning, living life. Good morning, beautiful. I don't have a desire to do that. Of course, filing bankruptcy ain't a crime. Well, except if you're poor. You know, if you and I go to file bankruptcy, those creditors are going to do everything possible in that bankruptcy court to make sure the most that you can do is a reorganization. But you ain't wiping all that shit clean for nobody. Understand? The government changed those rules eons ago to make it harder for you and I to do that shit. That's what the rich folk get to do easily, to reorganize money and to avoid losing as many assets as possible, and to find a way to write off their losses so that they don't have to, so they can get tax breaks for those losses. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, what I have figured out with a lot of liberals is they spend a lot of time trying to teach conservatives who frankly don't really want to have a genuine conversation. They're extremely disingenuous when they come to you with the conversation. So why waste your time talking to them? Don't talk to them. They just want to hear themselves speak anyway, so let them go talk to the people that agree with what they say. But I'm going to tell you something that you're going to notice. Conservatives don't like hanging out with conservatives. They don't like hanging out with conservatives. They want to be in spaces where they can get emotional reactions out of other people, because you only do that when you don't have anything else in your life going on. Yep. Say it again, Kevin. Reorganization in their life so they can start over. Yep. That's what folks, Shauna, they want to argue. Well, find somebody. I always look at it like, find somebody to argue with. But it won't be me. And then they have to find another thing to do. Hey, XMMS. How you doing? Good morning. Like right now, y'all see how Governor Abbott yesterday signed a federal declaration decree asking the federal government for disaster relief. All I know is Trump better not give them a dime. That's what I know. That is what I know. Every single Republican in that House and in that Senate, outside of what Rand Paul and Tom Tillis, which I'm not, and Susan Collins, which I'm giving them no points for. You're right, John. America is thriving. So much so that easily I'm able to just block and send people on their way. Go thrive elsewhere. What the fuck you telling me for? What the fuck are you telling me for? Listen, understand, when people run around saying America's thriving, if that's true, why you running around saying it? That's almost like saying I got a lot of money. I got a lot of money. Who runs around saying that, broke people? Yeah, the block already happened, broke people. Rich people don't run around going, I got a lot of money. I got a lot of money. Only poor people do that. Only broke people do that shit. So when they pop in my live talking about, we're doing great, you don't believe that. If you did, you wouldn't have to tell everybody that. We'd just see it, wouldn't we? Exactly. They're full of shit. Exactly. They're trying to convince themselves out loud, and then by proxy, they tell us in passing, hey, Mrs. Thompson. And I'm saying, no, they don't believe that shit at all. They're still trying to make sense of the fact that some of them know they're going to lose their health insurance. I'm for it. Hey, that's what you voted for, didn't you? How much you bout it? See, again, these people, they talk a lot of shit, but they ain't really bout it. Good morning, everyone. Zero. Nobody cares. You're back at zero, beloved. You've been blocked again. You were on the other account with a black male avatar. You come back on another account with a black female avatar. Yes, I'm gonna block that one too. What they say. And if you got one with your little kids ones, I'm gonna block that one too. There you go, beloved. See, that's what we do here. We don't spend time talking to people who don't want to have genuine conversations. I done told y'all I don't do it. Yes, Sheila, he's thieving on the backs of all of us. On all of us. Hey, Monica, good morning. It's on all of us. Like, I just put up a post before I got on TikTok Live. And I was thinking about something this morning, and I said, and I say in that video, what if immigration is really not the issue here? What if that's really not where our problem? Not saying that not saying that the government isn't doing something wrong with immigration. That's not what I was saying. But to me, the government doesn't really have a problem with immigrants. They have a problem with immigrants who are smart. They have a problem with immigrants who know their rights. That's what they have a problem with. You understand? As long as you keep your head down and work as an immigrant and know your place, they ain't got a problem with you. Because see, when you know your place, you're keeping up that system. You understand? It's when you understand that you have value, and you understand just because you're an immigrant, that doesn't make you any less valuable than somebody who was born here. Those are the immigrants they tend to not like. See, I'm not saying they don't have a problem with immigrants as a whole, V. I'm just saying they're extremely scared of immigrants who know their value and who are vocal and who push back. They're extremely afraid of those immigrants. As long as you're an immigrant that is afraid, that hides in the shadows and stuff like that, oh, they love you then because you know your place. You see? You know your place. Y'all got to understand that. A lot of this is your government doing things to you because they know and they think you believe that you're inferior. V, I got to let you go, beloved. We don't allow that in here, baby. I think you thought because you were talking a lot that it was going to change something. No, I don't even like how you were talking. You still don't get it. And I think you don't get it because you don't want to get it. Just like a lot of those people who say, oh, I don't see a problem and this, that, and the other. All of that shit is bullshit. They know exactly what's going on. They don't care. They don't care. Y'all got to understand. Nobody had a problem with immigrants as long as they thought they were smarter than them. What? Follow my logic. As long as they thought they would always do better than them. It's that immigrants came, and now immigrants have continued to level up. That's the problem. The assumption is, how can somebody come here? How can somebody come here from another country and make a life for themselves and do all these things? It's called hard work. And it's called community because they work together. Good morning, everybody. I'm blocking my ass off this morning. I caught another one when I was talking just now. I just didn't even say nothing. Because what's the point? Y'all know y'all gonna catch that work. I don't know why y'all come with it. Oh, shut up, appraiser. You ain't meet many proud immigrants this weekend that came here the right way. You're a fucking liar. Ain't no immigrant talking to your ass. I can tell. I blocked your ass. Lying ass. Didn't no immigrant stop you and pull you like, yeah, I love America and I came here the right way. No fucking immigrant said that ever. No fucking immigrant approached you and said no bullshit like that. I can guarantee it. Okay? Who do you think I am, a fool? Come on. Yeah, just some random immigrant approached you out of nowhere, out of all the people, and said, yeah, I love America, and I came here legally. No. The only immigrant that would have said that ever would have been an immigrant that's pretending not to be an immigrant. Stop lying. Stop lying. Yep, look, you and Chef Tony, you know what's sad about that? You said you came here when you were 8 and at 74 you still work. That's the bullshit right there though, Chef Tony. You should not have to work at 74. If you choose to work at 74, great. But to have to survive is bullshit. See, that's the system. See, that's the system. You said, TS, you're so concerned about the immigrants. Hey, TS, you're so concerned about what I'm concerned about, yet you don't even have to be here. So take your asses. I don't give a fuck you look like me. Y'all gonna fucking learn. Sending black people to talk shit that look like me means nothing. Because guess what I was taught? I was taught everybody that look like me ain't for me. So that shit don't work either. I know how to walk and chew fucking gum at the same time. Don't get mad at me because some of you don't know how to. No, muting Republicans ain't better than blocking them. This ain't no fucking democracy. This is my republic. Republic of me. I ain't got to mute no fucking body. See, that's the problem. Y'all allow people to have access to y'all who don't deserve it. Not me. If I think you don't deserve it, why the fuck am I going to continue to give you access? That's stupid. Y'all giving other people the attention that they want by continuing to give them access. No, you want to shut people up? You want to shut people up who full of shit? Stop giving them access. That's how you do that. And see, Juan, you shouldn't have to work either. But see, that's the American system. I told y'all rich people want us fighting immigrants, fighting black people, fighting women, fighting white folk, fighting everybody so that you don't pay attention to rich people. I done told y'all so busy focused on hating everybody else, but the people who are paying to keep you hating people, and that is rich people. That is rich people. All day, every day, twice on Sundays, it is rich people. Their asses are laughing all the way to the bank. We had the largest transfer of wealth when that bill got passed. The largest transfer of wealth. America wants you to work until you die. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what they want you to do. Hey, Will, if Trump took advantage of Biden's bankruptcy laws and Congress didn't change them, what does that mean? What does that mean? That means that people are suckers for believing that it was Biden's law. Get the fuck out. I don't give a shit how many followers you got. I told y'all, I don't play that shit in my lives. Trump was so tough. He was going to do everything day one. Y'all still talking about fucking Joe Biden. Joe Biden been gone since January. I thought Joe Biden was Sleepy Joe. Is he fucking Thor or Sleepy Joe? Because he cannot be both things at the same time. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of hearing it. Find something else to do with your times, beloved. But you won't do it here. I will boot your ass. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. First of all, thank you for joining this morning. Look, we got a guy in here dreaming about men. Trump's the greatest president ever. I dreamed about him last night. I dreamed about my president while I was laying next to my wife. I love him so. I never met a man like him. I love him. I cry for that man. That song that group made, that black group Jodeci, I cry for you. Yeah, they made I cry for you about Trump. I cry about him every day. It's like, shut the fuck up. I ain't never met so many fucking sensitive ass men in my fucking life. The amount of sensitive ass men, it's an epidemic of girly ass men in America. I love men. I know I got a wife, but I love men. I dream of them every night. It's like the shit is wild to watch the shit. It's crazy. Daddy's home. You a grown-ass man calling another man daddy that's not your daddy. Gay Pride Month ended in June. Like, come on. Come on. Come on. You're right, Idaho. Trump for life, and I don't like Idaho. I'm not into potatoes. I'm a rice type of chick. Hey. Bye. What do they say? The Bleedy Block cups are now available. Link in bio. Look, you see it? You saw that? Product placement. Now get the fuck out of here. You're right, Matt. You're right, Patty. MAGA! It's time somewhere for someone to fix breakfast. Not in here, though. Bye. How do I put you out as a man and then you come back as a woman's account and think you're going to get through? You'll still be blocked. Thank you so much, Mommy Dearest. They always think, listen, I'm telling you, there is something in the water in America. We got an epidemic of men dreaming about men every fucking night on the internet, talking about men all the time. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'm feeling like I'm in Tu Wong Fu. You remember when Sean Penn was looking for them drag queens? And he kept running to all the bars and communities talking about men in dresses. And everybody looking at him like, the fuck is going on? He was obsessed. Do you understand? Obsessed. That's Republicans. That's why they get so mad at the gay community. Because the gay community is living the life they wish they could live. But if it wasn't for that pesky wife, I could actually have that boyfriend I want. I'm like, chill. Chill. Hey, conservatives, I identify with you because I like boys too. Yeah, I like boys too. Mm-hmm. No, Cerrone, I got to find some video on that. I'm not surprised. All those men were so happy. All those Republican elected officials were so happy. Those men, when they signed that bill, you saw how they were all hugged up on each other, loving one another. Ah, but it's the liberals. It's the liberals. No, it's not the liberals. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's Farmer John when his wife goes out of town. Say it again. He's gonna stay at the YMCA. We're gonna stay at the YMCA. Yeah. That's why I don't listen to that shit that Republicans say. Because I already know what it is. See what I'm saying? I already know what it is. People who protest loud. For example, think about in your own personal life. Just follow my logic for a second, you guys. Think about in your own personal life. When you meet a person who hates something so much that they can't stop talking about it. Like if I'm around a guy and he's always talking about gay people, but he says he's not gay, that motherfucker gay. Because then why are you talking about gay people all the time? Why are you so focused on what gay people doing? If you say you don't like gay shit, why are you focused on gay shit? Okay. All right. Because you like gay shit. And it's okay to like gay shit. But it's not okay to pretend that you don't. That's what's not okay. That's what's not okay. That's what's not okay. But when I say that, they get all in their little feelings. But it's the truth. It's the truth. I think women are gorgeous. I think women are beautiful. But I don't sit around all day and think about women all day and shit. Because then at that point, maybe I like women a lot more than I think I do. You understand? These guys are obsessed. Obsessed. And somewhat hypocrites. Because I also laugh. Y'all remember before well, no, I can't talk about that. Because I already know I get a strike for that. I ain't going to talk about it. Listen, if you want to hear me have conversations I can't have on TikTok, check out the link in my bio to my Patreon. Where my unfiltered tier. Because it's something I want to talk about in relation to Caitlyn Jenner that I can't do on this platform. Because I already done caught a strike on it before. You can't say nothing about Caitlyn. I'll just leave it at that. I'll just leave it at that. This platform get funny on certain things. They'll let certain people talk about certain things, but not certain people in relation to those things. Very interesting to me. But I'm telling y'all, the government like y'all see what's happening now, right? Y'all see that we have they call it alligator Alcatraz. Now, I need y'all to understand your federal government. Thank you, Kendra. It's available in my link, in my bio, in my shop. They're finally available, those Wiggly Block cups. It comes in red and black. But just know that alligator Alcatraz name that they gave it is the official name that the government has given it. They have put up signs in Florida so that, on the state road that tell you where it is. And Republicans are now showing up, taking pictures of themselves around the sign for fun. So when somebody tells you both parties are the same, this is one of the reasons why. When anybody comes in my live saying they're no different, you're a fucking liar. They're not the same party. They're not. And so in your attempts to say that they are not. Yeah, they are building another one in Louisiana. And again, the reason why they're going to build multiple facilities. Why? That budget bill that Republicans passed gives ICE the biggest budget of multiple federal agencies combined. They have the largest budget. So they're going to build multiple of these things. This is your America. This is the consequence of not wanting to have uncomfortable conversations. This is the consequence of not calling out somebody that's running for president a lie or that he's lying. Remember when Trump was running the first time, how the media didn't want to say he was lying? Remember how they went back and forth, him and Hahn? And they would talk about it in segments. They would say, he's not really telling the truth, but we don't want to call him a liar. But he is lying. He is lying. But they didn't want to call it a lie. The problem is, by the time they wanted to call it a lie, thank you, Maud, for getting that person. Y'all can't come here with it. Not in this live. This live, we don't do it. We'll block you. Yep, they coined the term alternative facts. And then the media followed suit and did what they did. Why? Because they're all about money. I keep telling y'all, big media is big money. And the big boys that own it determine what they can talk about and what they can't talk about. And that same media will lie to you in your fucking face and feed you and shovel you shit just for ratings. Fox News ain't the only one doing it. See, folks thinks it's just Fox News. No, it's not. Shit, I watch CNBC. Where they do the investments in the stock. Oh, they shovel a lot of shit in propaganda over there. CNBC is Fox Business News Light and Fox News Light. If you watch it long enough, you'll catch it. If you watch it long enough, you will catch it. But you just have to watch it. That's the catch. You just got to watch it. Just listen. Just listen to it. I watch CNBC several days a week because, again, nope, not just the Fox. Yep, CNBC. Because if you watch CNBC and listen to some of those people on CNBC, they make all the excuses in the world for this trade war. Because rich people are still trying to figure out how to take advantage of the shit that's happening. They don't think all is lost. They're making money. That's why I tell y'all, if you want to make money, watch CNBC. They'll tell you exactly what them rich people doing. They ain't lying up. They ain't hiding it. Hey, Tony, good morning. They're not hiding it. If you want to know what rich people are doing, watch CNBC. Watch Fox Business News. That's true. If you want to hear real news, listen to the press that's banned from the White House. Because, see, the White House has banned several press groups, reputable press groups from the White House, but then has allowed bloggers in who just say anything. And I don't have nothing against bloggers or internet influence folk. I'm on the fucking internet. But it's when you invite people that just say anything. That's the shit that I look at and I go, well, that's propaganda. But the White House been did y'all know the Social Security Administration still sent out an email telling people that there was no taxes on Social Security, even though that was not in that final bill? That was not in the final bill. But the Social Security Administration still sent an email out to people saying that it was. You received it, Tony. That shit is propaganda. That shit is propaganda. And understand, whatever I tell you guys, this is bigger than Donald Trump. This is also the Republican Party. This ain't just Trump. What did I been telling y'all the whole time? Trump's the distraction. That you needed to pay attention to Congress. Did I not tell y'all? And what happened? Congress passed that fucking bill. I told y'all Trump was a distraction. Those EOs are only as good as when he's in office. When he's gone, them motherfuckers just gone. But not laws passed by Congress. Man, that thing on tips, I just laugh because they got played out. The people who thought, look, let me put up that picture. I had it up yesterday. The people who thought they won because they put that tip stuff in the bill. And the thing that people need to understand is that tip stuff in the bill is just designed to get you to report more of your income. Oh, I see Marjorie. Yeah. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to introduce a bill to ban the weather, the weather stuff. Because she says she doesn't think that God sent that flood to Florida. These are your elected officials, y'all. These are people that folks voted for to be in to have effect on your fucking life. And them fuckers don't believe in weather. And I'm exposing her. She's not a real Christian. Look at her questioning God. So when God didn't do what she wanted to do, oh, it couldn't have been God. But when God does what she wants him to do, oh, it was God. See, that's that bullshit. I told y'all. These people aren't Christians either. God is used as a cloak. God is used as a cloak so that you don't question them on their cruelty. I'm telling you, God is seen as a cloak so you don't question them on their cruelty. God is seen as a cloak so that when MAGA suffers, they'll just accept it and go, well, I guess this is God's plan. That's what I say too. I say it is God's plan. When the federal government comes and seizes all those fucking scooters from the elderly that were getting socialist scooters, because they say they don't like socialism. That's when you can't walk anymore because your legs don't work. That was God's plan too. So why are we paying for a scooter for you? Mama, if God has decided that you can't walk anymore because your ankles are swollen, well, that means you've done everything that you needed to do. How about that? How about that? Look what they say. Look at God. I am so over it. Like I said, Governor Abbott in Texas, he signed a declaration asking the White House for federal aid. I just know Trump better not approve one piece of federal aid. Not one. Because didn't every Republican say no more socialism and now the states will handle their own disaster relief? Then why is Texas sending anything to Donald Trump? Why? Because they're socialists. That's why. Hey, Gak, impotence is God's plan too. Listen, see, this is what liberals been too fucking easy. If I was an elected official, I would introduce legislation to ban Viagra, Cialis, all that shit. Sure would. Yep, I would say it's God's plan. I would say, because technically aren't those things DEI? Think about it. Aren't they DEI? If your eggplant is malfunctioning, I would assume That's God's plan too, right? So how come you get to intercept God's plan with man's science? Notice how they believe in science when it's a problem with the eggplant. But science goes out the window any other time. See, that's that bullshit. But see, I would be that bitch in Congress like, oh, no, 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 no. Y'all say y'all about it, be about it, about it. Why is my government tax dollars subsidizing that shit? Those are weapons of mass destruction. Well, wait a minute. Maybe not mass destruction, but they're weapons. Let's just keep it all the way a buck. And you're right, Trump is a felon. He is DEI. But that's why I say that is the fucking hypocrisy. See, I call out the hypocrisy. So you don't like DEI. Hey, do you believe in Viagra Cialis? Yeah, that's DEI for your dick. The fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? So, okay, all right. Because I don't think anybody wants a 79-year-old climbing on top of them in the middle of the night. I don't think anyone's asking for that. You want to make America great again? Get rid of all Cialis and Viagra. Chill. Chill. Yeah, they're deductions, beloved. That's the point, Bo Diddley. Y'all got played again, beloved. Bye. Diddly-lee-lee-lee. Had to send you back a lee-lee-lee. I sang a little diddly when I sent you out. Not in this live, beloved. You're not going to come in here and try to rationalize. They told y'all you would pay no taxes on tips and overtime. A fucking deduction is not taxes on tips. Okay, those are not the same things. Y'all play games. Thank you for the follow. Y'all play games. Hold your elected officials accountable. If somebody comes to you and said no taxes on tips, no taxes on overtime, and you give me a fucking deduction, oh, you on my fucking list. You're on my list because I wanted my money during the year. Fuck a file next year. You understand? I'm supposed to wait 12 months. No, I'm not. How does that help me and my family waiting 12 months? It doesn't. It doesn't. But it is another way for the government to find out how much more. Well, if I'm so wrong, 011, why are you here? Let me end your torture. You was the fucker I just put out. Damn, you got, thank you, Mod. What they say? Bliggity block. I done told y'all. Not here. No worries to talk to 011, David. David, understand, we block fast here. We don't try to go back and forth with them. Not here. We don't even attempt to. For what? For what? Republicans say this is not a democracy. So why would you expect TikTok to be a democracy? It's not a democracy here either. It's a republic of me. Like, out of here. None of that. See, y'all got to start curating spaces for liberals. If they want to be where they want to be, let them be there. Because you're going to find out, I'm going to tell you something. You're going to find out a very important secret. Conservatives don't like each other. They don't even like each other. Understand. This is why they want to be amongst the sea of everybody else. This is why they get mad when you cut them off in your personal life. Why would you cut me off? Because you're an asshole. That's why I cut you off. What do you mean? You're an asshole. And I don't hang out with assholes. So you got the freedom to go hang out with whoever you want, but they don't want to do that. They want to be in liberal spaces because we have fun. Liberals actually do freedom. Think about it. Freedom is the ability to love whoever you want. I don't give a shit about gay marriage. Not enough to block somebody else from getting married. Shit, you want to get married, you in love with that person, y'all love each other, y'all two consenting adults. I also understand that marriage is a business. You understand? Marriage is a business. So why shouldn't gay people be able to do business and conduct business like the rest of us? And quiet is kept. to hear heterosexual people tell it. Marriage is such a horrible thing. So why don't you want other people to suffer with you? Since when did heterosexual people want to lock on something and didn't want nobody else to have it? Exactly. It's bullshit. It's just designed to keep people from having rights. Marriages are business contracts. People need to be able to be married so if something happens, somebody gets sick, their loved one can make the necessary decisions. It's also so your raggedy ass family that didn't like that person, didn't like their loved one because they were gay, it's so your raggedy ass family can't swoop in and take everything from their partner when they pass on because you didn't love them when they was alive, but you sure as hell want to take all their money and shit when they dead. It's like, get out of here, man. Crack me up. You gotta love it. That's why I tell people, if you want to have abortion rights, have babies and leave them with them men. Have children and leave them with the men and don't take care of them. Guarantee you'll get abortion rights in America. Because one thing most men ain't going to want to do is raise their own children. I said what I said. That ain't all men. It ain't all of them. But a large segment, the majority of the population, they have no interest in raising children. They think that's women's work. You want to be able to have abortion? Get pregnant by a man and get a baby to him and abandon his ass. And that baby see what happens. Shit. Them men will be so fast calling their fucking... Excuse me, Mr. Congressman person, sir. Listen, I need your help. I had this woman and I was in love with her and I got her pregnant. I thought I was going to be able to knock her up and map my business. That damn woman had the damn baby and brought it back to me and dropped it off. Drop that shit so un-American. She's supposed to take care of that damn baby. And the courts say I have to keep it. You got to change the rules and make it so I shouldn't be forced to be a daddy if I don't want to be. That's how you fix abortion rights in America. Make men have to take care of children they don't want. I am telling you, pass laws that force men to be financially responsible for a woman as soon as she says she's pregnant. And say that he has to financially support her until she has the baby and they can test it to see if it's his. That shit'll stop it. Guarantee you'll have abortion rights. All this shit go back to money. See, not having a right to abortion is about money. All of this shit is about money and control. Well, you got to change the balance by playing the same game. This is why I get upset with liberals. You got to be more crafty in how you deal with these fucking people. Because if they really believe that shit, understand, if you really believe that all life matters, then what the fuck, sir? Why are you at your congressman's office complaining that that woman left you with these kids? Shut the fuck up and take care of them fucking kids. You love life. Chill. That's why I call it out. Because it's all a lie. It's a ploy, it's a plot, it's a game. But if you play the same game, but you play it on the opposite side, guarantee they flip because they don't mean none of that shit. Y'all see me do it in the lives. They come in here, yeah, no more socialism. I'm like, I agree. I can't wait till a fucking tornado fucks up Kentucky and bankrupt their state. Sure, I reset it. I'm sorry about that. I didn't even notice it. And bankrupt their state. I can't wait. Then they go, wait. We didn't mean that. I fucking meant it. You said you don't agree with socialism. That's how you realize, that's how you expose. No, Kiera, you're fine, beautiful. That's how you expose they're full of shit. I reset it for you, Kiera. I'm sorry about that, baby. I just was on the rip because I get mad at these people. Well, not even mad. I just love exposing the hypocrisy. That's what I like. Exposing the hypocrisy. We love life. So if you love life so much, why are you upset about having to take care of them fucking kids by yourself? You should be fine. You say women don't do shit no way, right? Women just sit on their ass all day, right? So if that's the case, raise them fucking kids. But they not going to want to raise them. Because see, one thing men know, raising children is tough. I'd rather go to work. Listen. It is easier for me to wrangle adults on the job than it is to deal with children. I'll do it, because as a mother, you do your job. But kids are tough. And the more children you have, the more tough it is. That's why men like to go to work. They're like, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I'll be damned. You know why so many people, remember when COVID was happening and all them fucking lockdowns? People was running to get away from their fucking kids. Where the lie at? They need to open the schools. They was running to get away from them fucking kids. Think about it. Because people spend 10, 12, 15 hours away from home. Which means they spend a lot of time away from their children. COVID forced them to be around their own fucking kids. The shit they created, and they crashed the fuck out. They crashed the fuck out. We gotta open the schools. No, we don't. We don't actually have to open the schools. But you want to open them because little Draquan, little Tommy is driving you fucking crazy. That's what happened. And you clawing at the walls to get at that. They need to create a vaccine or something. We got to get the hell out of here. These damn kids is driving me crazy. Oh, you, Chris? I didn't block you. Somebody else may have blocked you, Chris. I'll unblock you, though. I'll find you and unblock you. I didn't block you, Chris. Chris, write the name of your other account in the chat so I can make sure to find it after this and unblock it for you. Yeah, that wasn't me that time. Now, you know me. I say it. Oh, shit. I don't know what that was. I ain't asked for that. Yeah, put it in the chat, Chris, and I'll make sure to unblock you after the chat. I'll go find it. Yeah, somebody might have moved just too fast. That's all. That happens sometimes. Oh, okay. Mods, if y'all can find Chris and unblock him, that would be helpful. Thank you. His name is Chris something, 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 something. I think y'all might have misunderstood that Chris was saying something that Chris wasn't really saying. But if you want to change things, you got to do the opposite. You know what I mean? That's how I feel with these people. You got to make them put their money where their mouth is. And for most of them, it ain't. I hate socialism. You going to give up your Social Security check? And mods, the name is Chris right there. And to put the name, because that is Chris. So if you guys can find Chris's account and unblock that account. Thank you. Hold on, I'm making something so I know what this is. So y'all gotta understand that's what happened. Like, remember, are you going to get back that PPP loan? I didn't get a PPP loan, Willie. What you talking about, sir? I don't even know what you mean. I didn't get a PPP loan. The rich people did, though. Any thoughts on Elon's new party? Okay, let's talk about that a little bit this morning, y'all. Hold on, I got something for that. Okay, let's talk about this bullshit. All right, because I'm gonna take it all the way back. Okay. Oh, you mean Republicans? Oh yeah, Republicans, they love free money. That's why the PPP loans were forgiven. They'll forgive the PPP loans. They'll forgive that money, but they won't forgive your shit. You got claim the monies you got and pay taxes on it. Listen, I try to tell y'all. Right, they say they don't love socialism, but they loved it. Now, this Elon Musk thing with the party stuff. All right, let me start at the beginning with this. I'm going to tell you what I see when I see this. I see rich guy upset that he paid a lot of money to pay for politicians and ultimately didn't get what he wanted. So now he's mad, and now he's going to take his money and start another party. And to that I say, fuck you, rich guy. We don't need you. Fuck you, rich guy. You helped destroy this government. Fuck you, rich guy. I'm glad they took your EV fucking credits. Good. They were handouts. The only reason why, Chris, your account should be unmuted and unblocked because I see a notice in here. The only reason he was the richest man in the world was because of those credits. Yep. So fuck him. Fuck him. America doesn't need another party. I'm going to be honest, because y'all have mentioned that to me. Maybe we need a third party. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because you don't hold the parties you have right now accountable. The issue is accountability. That's your issue. Because if you held your parties accountable, they would actually work for you and do the things that you need to do. Yeah, Elon needs to tell the truth about the election, but he's not going to do that. He just wants attention and he just wants his handouts back. That's all this shit is about. This shit is about a rich guy trying to find politicians he can buy again. That's it. None of this he's talking about is for you or for me. It's all for Elon Musk. Fuck him. So that's why I don't even listen to him talk about some third party shit. I don't care. It's a waste of time for him to even talk about it. That's what he get. He can split the vote for Republicans. If he wants Republicans to lose, that's fine. But the problem is Democrats aren't going to put his policies in place either. He's fucked. See, liberals were the ones who put the EV credits in place to begin with. Liberals did that. Liberals bought Teslas. This dummy, this is the biggest self-own ever. He did it to himself. He did it to himself. The party that bought EVs was the party he attacked. Well, now they ain't buying EVs. Conservatives ain't buying EVs. They really ain't buying that shit. So he's fucked. Yeah, a third party is going to break up MAGA. That's why I used to tell people, when people like Tulsi Gabbard would pop out every so couple years, or Jill Stein is not a Democrat. Y'all fall for that shit every 4 years. Because none of y'all, when Jill Stein, she pops out like a roach when the lights turn off. And every fucking 4 years, I sit at home and I look at the TV and I wonder out loud, when are Americans going to question this bitch? Bitch, where you been the last 3 fucking years? She like the fucking crypt keeper. She only come out when it's a presidential election. The bitch come out. Like one of them fucking trapdoor spiders. Like she can feel the vibrations around the little holes and shit. And she just come out. Every time. Every 4 years this bitch comes out. But she don't never come out no other time. Why? Because she's not a Democrat. She's a dino. Quiet as kept, I think she's a Russian asset. Yep, and look, we hit it at the same time, D. I think she's a Russian asset. She is designed just to create dissension and to splinter the party. And it works every fucking 4 years it works, which is even more weird to me. Because I go, well, if she was about the shit that she say, where the fuck is she when she loses? Oh, she disappears. Ain't how convenient. Tulsi Gabbard's the same way. Tulsi Gabbard's only a Democrat because she can't run as a Republican, because if she did, she'd lose. That's it. That's it. Jill Stein's not even a libertarian. Trust me on this. She's not a libertarian. She's a fucking Republican. Trust me on this. Jill Stein is not a libertarian at all. She's not. That bitch is a Republican. She just ain't registered as one. Same thing as Tulsi Gabbard. She's a Republican. She just ain't registered as a Republican. But she is a Republican. Look at her. She's working in a Republican administration. Sucking Republican ass. She's a Republican. And I'm going to tell you something else about Tulsi. Tulsi knows she's cute. Oh, Tulsi cute compared to what else is in that sphere. Tulsi cute. Think about it. She's an attractive woman. She is an attractive woman. And she ain't dumb. Well, she ain't the smartest in the room, but she ain't dumb. You understand? She know what her superpower is, and it ain't her skill set. It ain't that she was an elected official. It's that she cute. Ain't too many cute things to look at on the Hill. Why you think so many Republicans hate AOC? Because she cute. I can't stand that damn AOC. This is the conversations they have all along. Why you don't like her, Tom? Because she's so damn fine. That's why I hate her. I wish she was ugly, but she ain't. I can't take my eyes off of her. I hate her for that shit. Bitch. That's how they think. Yup, same thing for Jasmine Crockett. Same thing for Jasmine Crockett. Yep. Beautiful and smart. Let me tell you something. Beautiful and smart is dangerous as fuck to some people. Because when they think you pretty, but they think you're stupid, well, they're comfortable in that shit. But don't be cute and smart. You might take over the world. It's that, but see, that's misogyny. That's misogyny. Because it's that old school mindset of a beautiful woman can bring down a strong man. Nuh-uh, no, she can't. What a beautiful woman can do is bring down a weak, strong man that lacks self-control. That's the only thing a beautiful woman can do. But a man that is strong, not just in body, but in mind and spirit, she can't bring him down. No woman can bring down a man. Only he can bring himself down by the choices that he makes. Same thing for a woman. You want to get dragged into the gutter, find yourself a piece of shit man. He'll drag you there. Same thing for a man. A piece of shit woman will drag you to the gutter too. But you still chose her. You still chose her. Nobody overtook you. There were no feminine wiles. She didn't put you in a trance. Your nose was just fucking open. You got played. You was a sucker. That's all. It's okay. Just admit the shit. See, that's what some of this is too. Women, they take over. Like when they say women can't be president because we would be too emotional. But all the wars we've had were started by men. All the conflicts have been started by men. So how, pray tell, would women start wars when it's all men doing it? That's projection again. Because see, as a woman, this is the thing. I'm going to tell you how I deal with conflict as a woman. Not that I couldn't fight people or get physical, but frankly, I look at getting physical as something that a person with low intelligence has to do. I'm not saying that I can't. Sometimes you got to put paws on people, right? Like Scrappy say, don't make me put them paws on you. Okay? Those who know who I'm talking about. But for the most part, I find that the best way to deal with people is verbally, especially ignorant people, because you can shut them up pretty fucking quickly if you're smart. Because then they spend their whole time trying to just figure out something else to say. And you can just go on with your life and they still sitting over there like, that's how I look at it. So as a woman, when I see conflict, my first thing is to think, when somebody trying to start conflict with me, my first thought is, this is a trap. I'm just telling you as a woman how I think. I go, oh, this is a trap. You want me to act outside of my person. Because a lot of this goes back to how I was raised too. So if I act outside my person, then that means I lack self-control and you win by proxy. Well, bitch, I don't want you to win. I care more about me winning against your bullshit than me fighting you or whooping your ass. Now I'm going to practice restraint and use my mouth. Because I know that my words are going to stick with you. Sometimes words can stick with you longer than an ass whooping. Now, it depends on the level of the ass whooping. But sometimes the shit people say to you can stay with you longer than what they did to you. You understand? So you gotta, like this morning I saw a quote. And I did a video on it just because I saw the quote. It said, when you're thinking about the memories, when you're missing the memories, think about the disrespect. I said, ooh, wait a minute. I'm going to say it again. When you're missing the memories, or when you're thinking about the memories, or when you're missing the memories, think about the disrespect. Because that's why you're not dealing with whoever that person was. Because at some point, somewhere, they had to disrespect you. So while you thinking about yesteryear and the good old days, don't forget about that disrespect. That's why you don't deal with them. Don't get caught up in the nostalgia. And that's what America does. America gets caught up in the nostalgia. Y'all forget about all the other shit. It's that trauma bond. Say it again, Alex. The nostalgia will lie to you. and make you feel like it was better than it was. That's America. Y'all got a trauma bond with your country. Because see, remember, Trump was president before. All those people didn't make it through COVID. The economy was all fucked up. People remembered it, voted him out, and then turned around and voted him back in. If y'all ain't got selective amnesia, I ain't never seen selective amnesia. Wake up. Yes, it is a toxic relationship. It's like he don't love you, boo. Let it go. But that's why I said this guy here, Elon, frankly, in my humble opinion, I think he should be deported. I think he's a danger to national security. I think the government should seize all of his businesses. That's just me. And I'm willing to say that while Trump is president, only because I know Trump will do it. Liberals will be too afraid to do it. See, Trump would do it. Trump would do it. And so that's why I said Elon Musk saying all this shit, this is just a rich guy. So when y'all see this stuff, this is a rich guy mad he spent over $200 million on a party to own them, and it didn't work. So now he's looking to own somebody else. It's essentially him walking the street saying, who's for sale? Who want my money? That's really what it is. Because remember, elected officials are able to take bribes. They call them campaign contributions. That's why we got to run for office and get in there and change the rules. You're not going to change the rules from the outside. I don't think so. Now when it comes to campaign finance and term limits, we're going to have to get our ass in there and be elected officials and change it. That's the only way. Because these people, they want to stay in jobs and not deliver. Think about it. Wouldn't you stay in a job that somebody paid you 6 figures? Think about it. I'm going to show y'all an example. Wouldn't you stay in a job that hired you and paid you 6 figures? They never checked on your work and see it. First of all, they don't check to see if you do work. And even when you don't, they don't hold you accountable. You get to come and go as you please. They give you a staff, full benefits, allowance. You got a great pension, great health insurance, life insurance, dental insurance. Would you do your job? Would you quit? Fuck no. Think about it. You would sit in that fucking job too. And not only would you sit in that job, you would then raise up your kids to get those jobs. Because why not? It's easy money. Think about it. It's easy money. That's why you got to run for office. Even if you only serve one term, make sure that that's the term that y'all pass term limits in. You understand? Because that's going to keep people like the Chuck Grassley's of the future out of there. Chuck Grassley been in Congress since 1981. It's 2025. It's 2025. It's time for him to go. You said, what's the difference between Musk and AIPAC? Well, MacArthur, I can't tell you in here because TikTok, they don't like you to talk about that stuff. I'm keeping it 100. I caught a whole week ban because of something I said about you know who. You want to hear those types of conversations, you're going to have to go over to my Patreon. I'm just keeping it all the way a buck because TikTok don't like those discussions. Just letting you know. They don't like those discussions. They're very biased on having that discussion. I'll say it like that. So I'm not able to. But I can have it at Patreon. Matter of fact, I need to make note because I need to make a video about that. Look, I'm making a note. Yeah, but and you're right, Alex. We do need to overturn Citizens United, but a law has to happen. You're not going to get Citizens United overturned or changed or get taken out of law. You're not going to get that done until Congress makes a law. And they don't have any incentive to pass a law right now because Congress loves all the money that's infused into politics. They love it. They love it. You said you watched a live on YouTube of you by another creator because she can't talk. Wow. Yeah, some of these platforms are really funny. There's certain things they won't let you talk about. Yep, exactly. Florida has been under Republican rule since 95, and they still blame Democrats. That's where I go. Democrats have to do better in the messaging. Because if I was in a debate with, like, say I'm a Florida Democrat and I'm running for office and I'm in a debate, and a Florida Republican, because you know they're going to do it during the debate, is blaming a Democrat, I would use it as a speaking point. So I would say, listen, Floridians, our beautiful state of Florida has been under the control and power of Republican leadership since 1995. And this Republican elected official here is saying to you that the reason why your life still isn't the way it should be in Florida is due to Democrats. But even though Democrats don't have power, so this is the question that I have for all of you voters here in Florida. Why continue to vote for Republicans if they're not even tough enough to stop the people who aren't in power from ruining your life? Done. Again, why am I voting for you if you can't stop the people that you claim are stopping you from doing the right thing for me? Then why would I send you there either? Child, it's because they don't like to say the shit. And you know what? As a Democrat, I would call for Doge in Florida too. If I was a Democrat running in Florida, I say, yep, I want Doge here too. Because we have a lot of elderly people here, and I don't believe for 1 second that they need all those handouts they get. Sure would. Sure would. Yeah. Sure would. Yep. And Blue Age, that didn't make sense to me. That's why I said if liberals get in office and they don't go hard in the fucking paint, they're going to keep losing elections. Because my ass will go hard in the paint. I'm telling you, I'd be so disrespectful. Because see, Trump has set a precedent now. That's the thing. Trump has set a precedent for doing these things uninterrupted by Congress or the courts. So as a liberal president, man, what? Man, what? I would be, listen, if you've seen Head of State and Distinguished Gentlemen, neither one of them would have shit on me. Neither one of them would have shit on me. Okay? Because my ass, I would be so, that's why I say Trump, to me, he bad, but he ain't as bad as I could be. Oh, I could be bad. Some things I can't even say what I would do. I can't even say it because I already know what it would turn into. What's my skincare routine? Blue Age, you going to laugh when I tell you. And I'm not being a smart ass. Water. I drink water. I don't do a lot of sun and stuff. And even when I do, I wear sunscreen. But water, good food. Yep, I mind my business. I'm not stressed out a lot. I don't deal with a lot of stress in my personal life. That's just my thing. Anybody that knows me know, as soon as I don't like something, I say, not today, Satan. Whether it's people or things, don't matter to me. I will just, no, I'm from Maryland. And I clean my face every night and morning with witch hazel. I don't use fancy cleaners. I just use witch hazel to do the deep skin pore cleaning. And then I wash it with turmeric soap and moisturize it with whatever I can find in Burlington or Marshall's on sale. I'm just keeping it all the way a buck. I'm just keeping it all the way a buck. And every so often I use, now I will tell you, Korean skincare products, those are some good fucking products. They are. They have American products beat hand over fist. The Koreans have skincare on lock. They know about great skincare. And I haven't found that one bad Korean skincare product, frankly. So, yeah, our skin treatments don't work for everybody. But I'm telling you, sun is a big reason why a lot of people have bad skin. Folks got to watch that sun. Sun will have you looking like a Coach bag, okay? Okay? And I don't mean a new one. I mean one of those old worn Coach bags. And let me tell you something. I love to tan. No disrespect. Like when I go on vacation, I love to tan. There's something feels good about tanning, right? But I don't do a lot of that shit. Thank you guys so much. Now, I did recently use this eye thing to help with eye bags that I bought out of the TikTok shop. I did a couple videos about it. That shit actually worked. That shit worked. I will give them, but it was Korean skincare again. Not Coach with the pebble leather. Listen, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You say you live in Florida, but I can only take 10 minutes max of direct sunlight. Yeah, that's the best. That's the best way to do it. Wear sun hats. Stuff like that. I just don't spend a whole lot of time out in the sun. But ultimately for me, it's the food I eat. Not that I don't eat bad food, because I do. I had fucking Burger King yesterday. So I do eat bad food. Don't get me wrong. I will. But I watch my sun intake. That's a big thing. I get my rest. I drink my water. I'm trying to think of it. That's really, I don't do a whole lot of shit, to be honest. I don't mess with my skin a lot. And maybe, I think a lot of people do a lot of shit to it. They're always messing with it. I was raised by black women that didn't do a lot to their skin, but their skin was always great. But they didn't do a lot. Quiet as kept, they used Vaseline, Noxzema, black soap, and that was it. They really didn't do a lot. I find that when people start messing with it a lot, that's when you really start, you know. Yeah, like I still got a jar of Vaseline in my bathroom. I use Vaseline, this regular Vaseline every fucking day. Because Vaseline is still an unbeatable barrier for skin. Yep, Noxzema is still a top tier product. I'm going to tell you who else still has top tier products. Ambi, A-M-B-I. Shit, I was raised on Ambi products. Because that was back when there weren't too many black skincare products out there. You know, so every so often I'll pick up some Ambi. But Alex is right. Just keep your skin clean. Ultimately, for real, that's really what it comes down to. And people have to exfoliate. A lot of people don't exfoliate. But I get most of my skincare from Dollar General. I'm not bullshitting. The Dollar Tree. 5 and Below. I get some from TikTok Shop. Marshalls, Burlington, TJ Maxx, you know, because they have like, you can get good stuff in those places for cheaper prices, like especially the name brand stuff. I don't mind buying name brand stuff, but I'm not, y'all know me, I don't pay full price for nothing, okay? Nothing. I just don't believe in that. I'm sorry. I was taught charity starts at home, and I don't live in other places. So I make it my business to keep as much of my money to myself as I possibly can. I'm one of those people. Like when I go shopping, I'm going to look at the weight count versus the price. You're not going to just get me on the price. I'm looking at weight. I'm looking at all those factors to go whether or not you trying to get me or you giving me a deal. I'm that bitch. I'm petty. I'm petty in the grocery store. I'm petty. I'm bigly petty. But that's the only way you're going to save money. Like, as we're wrapping up this morning, I'm going to tell y'all something that's going to save you money at the grocery store. Deals at the grocery store. When you ever want to find good deals, the best deals at a grocery store are at your end cap. Or at your end cap. Those are where the big deals are. Not in the aisles. End cap. Don't say I didn't tell you. End cap are where all the best deals are. All that shit in the aisles, that's distraction deals. They little deals, but they ain't giving you no shit. That's little shit. End cap. Always. Remember I told you before, the Dollar Tree takes coupons. I don't know how many times I have to keep telling you guys this. The Dollar Tree takes coupons. Yes, they do. And if you didn't know, now you know. The Dollar Tree takes coupons. Family Dollar takes coupons. Dollar Store takes coupons. Why is the end cap? That's where they just always put the deals. That's in every store, even grocery stores. Grocery stores, Target, Walmart, Family Dollar, Dollar General, the end cap is where the best deal is. All of them. Guaranteed. Now, I can tell you at Dollar General, sometimes they will put really good deals inside their aisles, but it's always bottom shelf. Because most people don't look down there. Bottom shelf, best deal. Have a blessed day, MacArthur. The coupons you can find on the internet. Remember I told you guys, there's a lady that you can go check out online, coupondivas.com. Or you can go to Coupon Cabin. Those two websites, they'll tell you can shop by store. They'll tell you the coupons that have gone out. You can go online, register for coupons with P&G. That's how you get your detergent coupons, your sanitary coupons for women, your household things like toilet paper, paper towel. That's where you get that shit at. CVS, hands down, one of the best drugstores out there. CVS will pay you to buy shit. You really ain't got to spend much money at CVS. You can get most of that shit for free if you know how to shop in there. They pay you to buy stuff at CVS, literally. The manufacturers pay you and CVS pays you to shop in their store. If you're a couponer and you shop at CVS, you can shop there for next to nothing. I have toothpaste still in my laundry room that I bought during COVID that was all free. Deodorant. You don't really have to pay for toothpaste nor deodorant. You can get that shit scot-free. Shampoo and conditioner too. Sanitary napkins, body wash, all that shit. You can get absolutely free. If you want to learn how to do that stuff, go onto YouTube and you look up couponing with Star. S-T-A-R. Couponing with Star. Miss Girl breaks it down multiple stores. I'm just going to tell you it takes time. That's all. The big thing is that it takes time. Couponing is not for the faint at heart. You just got to do strategy and it takes time. Save y'all money. With CVS, like I said, they pay you. That CVS app, all them fucking coupons in there. I don't never go in CVS without checking my app every motherfucking time. What? I'm not paying full price. In CVS? That's the one store I know for a fact you ain't never got paid full price in CVS. Because CVS they'll have an item on sale. CVS will have their own store coupon. Plus, they'll let you use a manufacturer coupon on top of that. And then you can turn around and use ECB bucks that you get from CVS to pay for the item and earn more ECBs, which in turn, they paid you to buy the shit and gave you more money to buy more stuff. Y'all better wake up. If you're going to CVS paying full price, you getting got. People like you or why people like me get to buy shit for free out of CVS because you won't plan. Yep. Learning how to coupon. Say it again. You can squeeze $5 out of $1 if you know how to do it. At Walmart, I'm going to tell you another great trick. If you go to Walmart, there's stuff that's real hardcore clearance. Sometimes it's not on the end cap because they don't have room, right? Especially makeup stuff. This is for women, especially makeup stuff, right? Or say food. Anybody buying food or makeup stuff. Sometimes they can't put it on the end cap because they don't have enough room. So what they'll do is they'll put it on the lowest bottom shelf, right? The lowest bottom shelf. And they'll mark it all the way down. You can still use coupons on that shit too. Which puts you in a position to get it for free. And then if you got overage, take the overage, get more stuff, and that money gets applied to the overage. Y'all better stop paying these fucking stores full price. And I showed that somebody said you can use rebate apps like Fetch. Yep, Fetch gives you points that you can turn into gift cards. And then use those gift cards to go buy more shit. For example, buy stuff, scan your receipts, get Fetch gift cards, take those gift cards, go to CVS, buy more shit. CVS gives you more ECBs. You scan more receipts. Fetch gives you more gift cards. You just keep going, rinsing and repeating. It's literally a circle. It's literally a circle. Yep, overage is how you buy meats and vegetables. Like my brother's a butcher. One of my brothers. He says if you want to get meat for low price, he said when it comes to like the butchers in the grocery store and stuff, they're directed to always put the newest things that they've cut on the bottom. The stuff that you're trying to get rid of sooner is the stuff on the top. That's the stuff they're going to mark down. Get that stuff first. You can take it home and cook it. And he said a lot of times the stuff that's marked down because they got to get rid of it, it's not because it's bad. It's not that it's bad. It's just that they're only allowed to have it for so long in the store anyway. Understand, everything they throw out ain't bad. It's just they got to get rid of it. They only got a limited amount of space. A limited amount of space. Another thing that's going to save you something when you go to the grocery store, don't go hungry. I bet you didn't even notice when you go to the grocery store ain't no windows. That's not an accident. That's design. Ain't no windows and ain't no clocks. And even when there is a clock in the grocery store, notice how it's always broken. Because it's designed to make you lose track of time. They want you to come into that store and forget time. They want you to forget you have a list. They want you to forget you have a strategy. The reason why dairy is all the way in the back of the store so that you're forced to walk through everything to get to the dairy section. Yep, it's just like a casino. It is designed, a grocery store is strategically set up. And none of that shit's an accident. I hope y'all don't think it is. So you need to go into those places with a strategy. Like, just like at a casino. I don't pay for that shit either. Casinos give you a lot of free shit too. I'm going to tell you, because my mama was a gambler. And she used to use casinos for a lot of free shit. Now, she was one of them serious gamblers. She would lose a lot of money, but she would also get a lot of money. One time, I remember the casino gave her, for the weekend, she got a free hotel stay with free limo pickup and drop off back to her home. They gave her $2,000 in money for gambling, which was nothing for my mom because she go blow through that like it's nothing. And they knew that. So they were willing to give her that money. Or they'll give you money to come gamble. Every casino, sign up for their rewards program. They give free money every week just for you to come. Like for those of you who live in Maryland, Maryland Live gives free money every week for you to come to that casino to gamble for free. If you don't go up there for nothing just to use their free fucking money, shit, you hit a jackpot. The jackpot is still your money. But fuck using your money in their machine. Use their money in their machine. No, he didn't make his own party. He's talking about making his own party. And he's going to fail at that too, D. He's talking about making his own party. And he's going to fail at that too, D. Don't nobody want to be a part of that party. I bet that party looks like it smells funny. I wouldn't want to be a part of it. If it's built anything like his Cybertruck, I'll pass. I'm just keeping it all the way above. So, I have no interest in that. I hope it does split the Republican vote. I remember when... Was it Rand Paul? No, it wasn't Rand Paul. What was the guy that ran that time when Bill Clinton ran? Ross Perot. When Ross Perot split the Republican vote that time. I remember when he did. Because Ross Perot was more conservative than not. And he split the Republican vote that time, which in turn allowed Bill Clinton to win. Yep, so I'm all for letting him split the vote. Don't matter to me. Say it again, Sean. Elon is the epitome of bad Bill. Only one built worse is Marjorie Taylor Greene. I was about to say, no. What's that other lady that's built worse than that? She's way up something. No, that's Stefanik chick. Is that her? The one that's mean? I'm looking for the mean one, not the good one. Look, I don't want to get the names messed up. And he thought Ross was too crazy. That's true. Ross Perot was seen as radical back then. Now, Ross Perot's policies look very, very tame. Yeah, old Nancy Mace. That's her. That's her. That's why Nancy's so mad, because she bad built. Listen. That's why Sir Huckabee Sanders so mad, because she bad built. She is the epitome of, I'm built like my daddy. Jesus. The Lord was not kind. I would have been so mad as a young girl growing up. I would have been pissed. Of all the DNA I got, that's what you gave me? Really? Chill. Built like a linebacker is an understatement. Marjorie Taylor Greene looked like, her neck looked like she played football. Listen. That woman looks like she has played football. Do you understand? I'm like, goodness. I know Sarah Huckabee Sanders is just happy we have Wegovy. She think we don't know that she took some medicine. Girl, we've known you all your life, beloved. We've known you all your life, beloved. We know for a fact, beloved, that, yeah, don't play with us, girl. Don't play with us, Sarah, honey. Don't play with us. We know. They're gonna know. No, no one's gonna know. Yeah, they're gonna know. That's how I felt. Every time I see her, I'm like, girl. The jowls give it away every time. Because the problem with those types of medicines is they take fat and they take muscle. You understand? They take fat and they take muscle. But I know she can cook, though, because she got those arms I like. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When people got those arms, y'all know what arms I'm talking about. The arms in the back with the elbows, with the... I'm telling you, anybody got arms like that, those mothers can cook. Do you understand? When I see women with arms like that, I'm like, oh, they can fucking cook. I already know they can cook. I don't even have to question it. I'm like, those are people that can burn. Them motherfuckers right there is cooking. I can guarantee it. You go to that lady's house, right, listen, them arms back, you know what I'm talking, y'all know what I'm talking about. They give the best hugs and they got the best food. Hands down. Anybody says anything different's a fucking liar. A fucking liar. Because I used to clown my grandmama, because my grandmama could cook, but she ain't have arms like that. I used to be like, Grandma, you lucky. I know you. Because I wouldn't even eat your cooking, because you don't have the right arms. For real, Granny. Listen. I would let my family have it too, okay? I don't discriminate. Grandma, you ain't got the arms. You lucky I know you. Because if I didn't know you, I wouldn't eat your cooking. Because your arms don't look trustworthy. It don't look like you can cook. Well, I would sit down and eat Grandma's homemade chicken and dumplings with the fried fat back on the side. Listen. Good morning, Laura. Hey, beautiful. And just so y'all know, both of the lives from yesterday are up on YouTube. So if you want to take a look, and I gotta put some clips up of the one we did the other day, y'all. Y'all remember the one where we were talking about RFK's teeth. We had such a good time in that damn live. I got to make some clips of that live. That live was fun as hell. Me and my girlfriend were laughing last night about that live. We were on Zoom, just me and her, just laughing our ass off. I said, girl, because she didn't see the live. I said, girl, did you see the live? She said, no. I said, girl, I was talking about RFK's teeth, girl. We laughed our ass off. We was on Zoom last night, about 9-something last night. Laughing our ass off. That was a fun Zoom. Man, that was a fun Zoom. Man. And I still stand by what I say. That don't make America great again. Okay? I still say, if Trump wants to end the trade war, send RFK. I guarantee the Chinese will acquiesce. We will end up with a better deal than we've ever had because they don't want to smell that yuck mouth. I guarantee. So I'm going to put up some clips of that today on TikTok because I had forgot to do that the other day. But the whole live of that is on YouTube. So don't forget that. Man, that was a good day. Look, let me show y'all. But look, before I start to wrap up, let me show y'all that mouth. Because I had to pull it up for my girlfriend last night. She said, what the hell? She said, no, I didn't see. I said, well, let me show you the teeth. I put the phone in front of the computer and zoomed up. She was like, oh, hell. Why she take her phone and start brushing her teeth? Why she pull out her toothbrush thing? And she said, bitch, I got to brush my teeth. This makes me want to brush my fucking teeth. I said, bitch, if this don't make you love dental health, nothing will. Nothing will. And like I told y'all, watch rich people teeth for the next week. Most of the time, they don't do nothing with their teeth. Like somebody said, oh, that's a Zen patch over there. That's a Zen patch, but that's fucking corn right there. That's corn, bread, chicken. I don't know what that is, but that's something else. Unacceptable. And that right there, that redness, that's inflammation. What did I tell y'all? I said, if I pass out around this man, and the only way I can live is for RFK to give me mouth to mouth, Lord, take me now. Take me, Jesus. I've done everything that I can do on this earth. All my earthly work is done. Fuck that. Man, give me mouth to mouth and turn around and give me gingivitis at the same time. Negative. Not me. What I tell y'all from this point forward, if somebody asks you, how do we spell gingivitis? RFK. Chill. That's why I said I can't take none of these people seriously. Listen, hey Wendy, I'm with you, sis. I told y'all it's like that movie The Disorderlies. When that old man wake up and see that man over him about to give him mouth to mouth, that old man shot out the fuck out of that bed like, oh, hell no. I'd be the same way. Even with my last breath, I'm laying down there running out of breath. My hands is like this. Jesus, take me now. What do they say in the Matrix? Not like this. Not like this. Shit. Nope. File that under hell to the gnaw. Every time I look at it, I just be like, and to y'all point, somebody pointed out, the first two teeth in the front are fake, and they still discolored. How? How are the teeth that you paid to get put in still not right? I don't understand. Say it again. Listen, as soon as he go to give me mouth to mouth, I just go, I have a do not resuscitation. I have a DNR. Please, no. No, please. When I get to the pearly gates, St. Peter say, how did you get here? I wouldn't let RFK Jr. give me mouth to mouth. Come in, my child. Fuck that shit. Never. Never, no, never. Every time I look at it, I just be. Jesus. What do they say? Jesus. I thank you all for joining me this Sunday. Y'all know we have a great time with every time that we're together. And I appreciate y'all. I really do. I really do. Thank you so much for joining me today. Look, we got 58,000 likes this morning because we have a great time together. We have a great time in this live. We really do. We have a great fun together. I appreciate you too, D. I appreciate all of you. I want you to thank you for the likes, the engagement, the shares, the gifts. I appreciate it. I just love that you guys show up and enjoy this conversation because these are conversations. Listen, if it wasn't for y'all, I would be in this house saying this shit to my husband, and my husband be like, the fuck? How do you come up with that? What do you? Or sometimes he just go, oh my God, I can't breathe. How do you come up? I'm like, I don't know. It just came out. I just was thinking about it. Don't you think that that's real? He just be like, chill. I do this shit all day with him, okay? And I did show him that video with those RFK Jr. teeth, and he was like, come on, man. This is me all day, all right? So I enjoy being able to do this and share this stuff. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I want to send a shout out to my top gifters. Number one, beautiful Kiara Navarre. Thank you so much, beautiful. Number two, beautiful, my dog is Charlie. Number 3, beautiful Lynn. Number 4, beautiful Shauna. Number 5, beautiful Sharon. And a special shout out to number 6, beautiful Tony. Look at that. I got a streak. I got all the bad women in here today. Hey, what they say? Thank you, beautiful ladies. I want to remind you all, don't forget to check out the Straight No Chaser podcast. The link is in my bio. New episodes every Wednesday, 7 p.m. I'm on Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, so I'm on all those places. Also, to remind you all, check out the link in my bio to check out the store. The Bliggity Block merchandise is here with the, or the merchandise that I do. It won't just be Bliggity Block stuff, but that's the first stuff that's here already. We got the cups, we got the t-shirts. So check it out if you're interested, and then also check out the back room that I've started on Patreon, because I have some other conversations that I am having that I can't have on these other platforms because they don't allow you. But Patreon does allow me to. So I love you guys. Don't forget, I don't do another live on Sundays. Not Sunday afternoons, because I got to be domestic. I got to do laundry. I got to cook. I got to clean. I'm a conservative woman when it comes to doing the stuff around the house, but I actually want to have control over my own body. So go figure. But I love you guys. Thank you so much, Wendy. Thank you so much. And thank you, mods, so much for keeping the environment clean so that we can have fun and have real conversations. Thank you all so much. I love you guys, and I'm going to tell you like I always tell you. Don't let nobody live rent-free in your head. Don't feed the trolls, and you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. Peace, you guys. Love you, and see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.